Since last season, I think we all signed the same campaign in Champions League. Hope to win tomorrow and to be in a better position than last season. Last season, after 3 games, only 1 point. No one believed in us. And look, after we got the final of the Champions League. That is why in football, of course it's important, but it's not how you start, it's not how you finish. That is why in a long season you need to be calm, you need to be strong in your mentality. You need to know that the periods maybe are not as good as you expect in some period, but the most important is the belief, the most important is the spirit. Of course, that many things can affect that day by day on the club or on the team, but on the end, to have clear idea who we are, where we are, and where we want to arrive is the most important, and stick with that and working hard. That is the most important. The problem that it's normal to talk when you don't get the result that everyone expects because of the perception of because we were in the last season in the Champions League final. I think all expect to keep showing the same level of but when you analyze the last 4 or 5 months on the competition, Premier League or different things, it's so clear that of course we need to every single season to evolve, and the evolution need to be through not only the new ideas or the new way to motivate the player from the coaching staff, to try to do something different. Of course, that is every season that we try to do, and we are the first that we review in the way that we work, and that is normal. Last season we used different system, now we are using different system, new methodology. Always we include every single season to try to make more attractive to the player, to be motivated, to training and everything. In that very professional environment, we are talking about to motivate. Come on, it's in football, it's most important is to go and play with the football. You must be motivated alone, but in all the structure, you are thinking always in improving, and in the way that we work, always is about to improve. But that is a question that don't have answer. Is only the answer is in the structure here on the club. The club will believe or think that need to change things. Is going to change things in the club. That is why the most important thing that no stuck on the time and no. Or stop the evolution of all the structure. You need to think always ahead, and you need to anticipate the things, and that is in football that sometimes is so difficult to fight with that, with the perception, with everything. Anticipate is the most important, and when you stop to anticipate things, can happen what can happen, but I am, like we were talking before, the question, I'm so happy with the squad. I think we are in a position that all is possible, and I think we have a great squad, big squad, good player, and there's no point to talk about that. It's point to try to help them to performance in the way that we expect. That is, I think, was a deal between the club and the player, and of course, I think. I don't need to talk too much. It's a decision from the club and from the player to extend the contract. Yes, it's one of the possibilities. But in last season or the season before, I remember in Wembley some game to finish like this. If you remember last season against Barcelona on the Champions League game, the last I think 15-20 minutes he played in that position. It's not new, It's not new. You need to make memory only to remember that he was playing in that position in the past. That's a situation that happened in football. But the philosophy and the ideas are bigger than from one mistake to change everything, or from one action you are going to change your ideas, and I think it's no point. And of course that situation happened. That happened when the striker miss a goal, or when some player miss a penalty or miss a pass. That is the same type of mistake that happened, and under my opinion and judgment is the same. Can cost a goal, can cost no score a goal, but that is football. Can happen. It's an action that we forget, and the player and we will forget now. It's move on. So my reaction and my approach, football is about mistakes. And I don't want to say nothing because I don't want that you compare with another manager or with another action of a different club or different coaching staff. More than write my words. For me, football is about mistakes, and you are not going never to stop the mistakes. You can train, you can show, because football and for me that I was a professional footballer, what means to be on the pitch, only he was there, knows what means to be professional and play under this stress and pressure, and that is why I understand completely when some player cannot be as good as you expect, and this type of situation happened on the past, happened in the present, and is going to happen. No one is going to stop this type of situation because our circumstance that you are not going to change in football. I'm never going to talk about that. I'll always allow I say to them, I allowed you to make the mistake because it means that you are trying to do. If when you not try, it's impossible to make the mistake. If you don't make the mistake, you are not too much involved on the game. That is the difference how we assess the game or the players or the performance. Yes, I think for different reasons we are all responsible to create a feeling that wasn't the best to start. But I think I need to remember you because before you asked Jean Bertogen, I think when the transfer window closed, I was very clear that all the players were commitment to give their best. I didn't talk after that we have different interests or we were thinking or we were affecting today or after Colchester because of we are not thinking in the team. Like every single season happened from now my 6th season that I start, always was the same. Always was the same. Different things happen in summer, but not only in Tottenham, in all the clubs. But it's no doubt that the players are very commitment with 1-year contract or with 5-year contract, and that is not a point to discuss, and it's not an excuse for the team to have or to will have a good result or not good result. I think like in the previous season, the competition. If you go back to my first season, do you know who was my first right back? No.
Norton?
Yes. Dyer finished because was sent off Kyle Norton, and he scored on the last minute. But in this season play Kyle Norton, Eric Dyer, Vladimir Chirichis, and on the end play Kyle Walker that was injured. 4 different players, and maybe I forget someone more. But if you analyze, all my single season were similar to this season. Now it's Kyle Walker, Pita, Sergio Aurier, Davinson. Now in this type of circumstance, like Saturday, was Musa playing there, finish the last hour, in the game. But we were working always in a similar circumstance. It's not going to change this season. That is why I am very optimistic and very positive. That is not new for us. Only for the club is news. It's new, like you said before to Shan. 5 years or 7 years ago, he was playing again Panathinaikos, I don't know, in Europa League. But in the last 4 seasons in a row, 4 years in a row, playing Champions League and playing Barcelona, Inter, Bayern Munich, or Real Madrid, or Manchester City, that changed a lot. And this type of circumstance that changed a lot for the club. But my sports circumstance, didn't change from 5 years ago to today. Yeah, I am open to everything. But that is like I told before about Musa Sissoko. That is a deal in between the club and him, and of course he's Asian, and it's not. You see what happened, because always is 2 different parties in all the deal. But of course that Shan, I think after 5 years that we are all together, and that is going to be our 6th season, it was an important part of my project and my decision in football. And that feeling is not going to change. In the history of course, the Champions League, they are a club that every season try to prepare. They prepare themselves to try to win the competition, the Champions League, because the history say that. I think it's a great club, great players, of course, amazing coaching staff. I know very well. We play the Audi Cup and we share many time together. I think it's a club historic that can be one of the contenders for sure to win the Champions League.
Okay, guys, thank you very much.